What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here in Modern Warfare Zombies, and we're going to be doing something I've yet to do on the channel. We're going to be doing an empty backpack run. I'll just go ahead and show it here. And the goal we're going to be having for this one is to make it to the Stormcaller to defeat it. Now, I think this will be extremely helpful for newer players who have yet to complete their mission, who still need to complete to eliminate the Stormcaller, essentially, because you will probably learn some things throughout this run that may be beneficial to you, for those of you that do still need to complete that. So what we're going to be doing is, like I said, we're going to be starting with absolutely nothing. And we're going to try to get all of the items that we should need in order to find success. Now, the first thing I do want to point out is if the Stormcaller is not in Tier 1, I do not recommend doing it because it is going to be extremely difficult in Tier 2 and absolutely insane in Tier 3. It is still doable in both of those two zones, as I've done it in each and every zone at some point throughout the existence of this game. But I definitely don't recommend that for your first completion, especially if you're just trying to knock out the mission. But the Stormcaller is easily one of the toughest opponents, at least on the regular map here, for the simple fact that it is in the storm, the zombies are always buffed up, and it is a tanky enemy. So we are going to go ahead and make our way over here to the bazaar. I'm going to do a little bit of looting around for some extra essence. I do start with 5k with my containment level, but we absolutely have nothing, and we need to get some upgrades in order to make our way over to this Stormcaller and be able to take it out. All right, we got a green tool out of that, a Casimir. We're getting some goods. Nothing too crazy, though. We're getting a decent amount of essence. I've almost gained 2,000 essence since I started looting over here. This is one of my favorite places to loot on the map, as long as I spawn close enough to it. And nobody else beats me here, just because you are able to get so much extra essence just looting all of the registers in this area. There are quite a few. Ooh, a free perk. We're definitely going to be vibing with that. And we're going to continue to loot, and then we'll head over to a contract and get things moving here. We definitely need quite a bit of upgrades to make this journey a success, and it is still going to be tough no matter what. Got a backup self and a dead wire. That's perfect for this journey. Oh, we got a lot of zombies. They're just building up. Sometimes you get lucky. You got a backup self out of a crate there. We got the dead wire, which is going to save us having to get an ammo mod, and it is the best ammo mod available for the Disciple, or the Stormcaller, I should say. And if you guys are unfamiliar with where the Stormcaller is located, it is going to be inside the storm here, hanging out. And if it's not there when you get over there, it means someone beat you to it. But I feel like at this point here in Season 5, it is pretty unlikely that someone's just going to race over there and do it, unless you get really unlucky and you have another new player in your match who just so happens to beat you over there to complete it for their mission. I think a key component to finding success against the Stormcaller is having a solid weapon. So for this one, I am rocking the new Static HV SMG. I kind of want to see how it performs against the Stormcaller, but more importantly, we know that we're going to get decent ammo drops. It's like 200 for every ammo drop pack from a zombie, so we'll be able to refill ammo really quickly, and we will have a 100-round mag with really fast reload speeds, which are going to be very important. Having a good weapon is pretty much 50% of the battle when it comes to things like the Stormcaller, because if you're using the wrong thing, it's just going to generally keep healing over and over and over before you're able to do enough damage. This thing's doing great damage, too. We're going to have a 100-round mag once we pack punch, but I figured just in case we get a crystal, go ahead and do this. Now, the reason I wanted to do it basically starting with an empty backpack is more than likely if you're a newer player, you're going to have limited access to a lot of the things available through the game. So if I can show starting with absolutely nothing, making it over to the Stormcaller, being able to take it on, that generally would mean that if you have anything that can help you, pack 1 crystals, perks, anything that you can spawn in with, would be giving you an advantage over where I started in this video, and should give you the confidence to know that you should be able to find success. All right, I'm banking on a dream here. Oh, we did get a mangler, so we should be all right. I'm essentially just going to hold off again on getting pack-a-punch because I'm really hoping we get that pack 1 crystal. The amount of time that would save me would be incredible. We have pack-a-punch here, though, so if we don't get it upon completing this mangler, maybe we come back over here and we just grab our pack-a-punch. And we're going to have to get it eventually, right? I am confident, though, that not only should we be able to take this on, feel lucky. Feel lucky. Feel like we should get our pack 1 crystal here. There's always a chance. I don't know where our dude is, though. He's inside. Oh, he's over here. Hellhound. Okay, watch out. We do have good ammo, so that's great. Dunklory, I mean, the dead wire is not going to help us much for him. Really going to be a disciple thing. Okay. And even though it is in tier 1, we do have to get pretty geared up for this because Stormcaller is a tough opponent. If you've gone over to the Stormcaller and you've had issues, you probably already know exactly what I'm referring to. But it has been quite some time since I fought the Stormcaller, and, you know, honestly, it's not quite as easy as it used to be in the early days when you could just drive the blood burner over to it and just instantly kill it. So we don't get the luxury of being able to do that anymore, so now we got to do it properly for the most part. That's what we're here to do. All right, here we go. Pack-a-Punch level 1. Might as well, right? Get juiced up. I actually have enough for Pack-a-Punch level 2. Let me see where the Pack-a-Punch machine is in Tier 2. It's not right here. It's way over here at Dekaibi's tower, which is okay. So I guess we'll just make our way over in that direction, and hopefully we find a Harvester Orb at some point along the journey, because I would like to get a chance for a better rarity tool, and of course those are a great way to do so. While I was running toward Pack 2, my car exploded, but we did find a Harvester Orb. So we're going to try to shoot this thing down. Most pain in the butt part of shooting Harvester Orbs are all the zombies you have to fight in the process. Let's see if we can just keep this orb in front of us. We'll shoot it down. It's going to give us a purple tool, I feel it. We're going to have Omega good luck. All right, we blew it up. Sweet. No, it gave us a green tool. Of course it did. Because I tried to juice us up going for the purple. I dreamed a little too big. Now we got Pack-a-Punch level 2. We are still green, but luckily we're using a pretty solid weapon, so it's not as big of a hit as it would be with some of the others. We still need to get the tool upgrade, which hopefully we get a little bit of luck, and we're able to get pretty quickly. I'm going to fly over in this direction. Actually, I'm going to go double check there's not a Harvester Orb over here, and then I'll keep kind of running around looking for the things that I need here. I might even trek into Tier 3 at some point fairly soon to maybe see if there's an orb over there that I could shoot down, because that would give us an even more increased odds of having an epic tool pop out of it. And even though we are only green, I think we could pull it off. So maybe that's what I do instead. I don't see a Harvester Orb over here, which is where I figured there could be one. So maybe we'll make our way across here. I'm going to go for the risky maneuver, right? See what we can do. But we are Pack 2. We do have a little bit of essence, so we could get some perks. I could probably even knock out another contract if I'd like to get access to even more perks. Go ahead and rip this thing over here, though, and fly into an area where hopefully I can get access to another Harvester Orb. I'm going to try my method. Worst case scenario, we, aren't successful. Beautiful. I'm flying in. I already see one of the Harvester Orbs. Is the other one on the other side, too? It doesn't look like it. I think it might be a single Harvester Orb only. But I'm going to climb up on top here. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good shots off on it and be able to take it down fairly quickly. The hard part about this Harvester Orb is that both this one and the one that can spawn on this other side here, when you shoot them, sometimes they go out of render distance, and then you're not able to actually see them. So then you have to go down toward where they are. And obviously, at that point, you're at risk. Like right there. This thing is, it's gonna disappear off my screen. I'm gonna go ahead and reload right now. Reloads are going to be really slow. I do have my decoys. I got to back up. Self-revive if I need it. Nope. I'm in midair right there. How'd I get hit by that guy? Alright, we're looking pretty good, though. Reloads are insanely slow with this. We are using an SMG, though, so we're in good shape. If we were using the LMG I used, the Errl, in one of my recent videos, we would be struggling tremendously. I'll go ahead and throw this over here. Yep, you guys are hitting me. Even though you shouldn't be. Everybody's over there now, though, so we're good. And we got it. We got it destroyed. And we got a blue. I mean, not great, but could be worse. Well, now that we're Pack 2 blue, we'll be able to get through some of this stuff a little bit quicker. We're now in pretty decent shape. I mean, let's see what this guy does. Hey, look at that. Pack 2 blue disintegrated the special disciple. That's what we were hoping for. We got a mangler for our contract here. I'm pretty much just juicing this to grab enough. We could get Pack 3, but I definitely want enough at least for the perks. Perks will be extremely helpful. We're not even 20 minutes into our match yet. We've had some decent luck, even though I didn't get a purple tool. I think we could still rip another. I'm going to swim down here and check this. I've honestly never noticed this. Almost never swim to the bottom, so I guess that's helpful. Wasn't even worth. But once we hit this bounty here, I might go check the other side of Tier 3 for another Harvester Orb. But it's also possible we come across one over here in Tier 2 again, and we will shoot it down just because you never know what you might get. I think we could honestly do it with a blue tool. Maybe that's what we try. I could even go see if one of the triangles is available in tier 3, and we can hold on to those upgrades in case we need them. I don't remember exactly how impossible it would be to do it with like our current, like pack 2 blue. I feel like you could take on a Stormcaller. Realistically though, we want to at least be pack 3. We got Death Perception, that's kind of nice. Kind of a W. We got 3 perks so far for free. I'll take it. We do have the Rift, so I'll take the Rift, fly over to see if that Harvester Orb's in the one location. Worst case scenario, I'll rip some perks. We could save up for pack 3 if we really wanted to. But I could also try at pack 2 just to see. Been a very long time since I tried it at Pack-a-Punch level 2, so it is always possible that we could get away with it, just depending on the weapon that we're using. For this SMG, I don't really know. Well, good news, there is a Harvester Orb. Bad news, I'm going to be battling tier 3 zombies for it. Come on, shoot it. The sooner they get over here, the more problems I'm going to have. Of course, they are moving like crazy. Already dead wired one. Can't shoot. Hold on. Everybody needs to get off me. Yep, shoot that off. Come on. Oh, that's nice. Where's our orb? The hell? Reload, hurry. Come on. Come on. This is always so risky. No! Oh my god. Of course I got hit. And we blew it up. Nice. Run, 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 run. What'd I get? Another blue. Horrible. Horrible odds. Okay, I can run out of here now. I can head back in the other direction. I need to go get my perks, but I don't want to go in without a better strategy. Alright, we made it here to tier 3. I'm gonna probably get whacked to death here. Okay, nice. That's why we died so fast, too. We didn't have Jug before. So I made it to that. I'm going to grab the resupply here. I might check the triangle just to grab those items. But we could possibly do a pack 2 blue attempt on the Stormcaller to see how it goes. Oh, might as well check this. Never know what might be in here. Not something we need, but that's okay. Worth the check. Worth the check. Yeah, we're lucky in that regard. Triangle is available. Can I do it pack 2 blue? I don't know. But imagine we should be okay. I got the double decoys. I don't have any plates, though, and everything moves at the speed of light. So that could be the roughest part of this. Mostly the Hellhounds moving are the problem. Okay, we gotta jump right over. Should be good. As soon as I activate this, half the stuff will hopefully die. Good news, we have a solid gun. I do not recommend pack 2 blue in tier 3. Unless you know, got some backup selves or you really want to add to the challenge. But it is something you could try. I mean, you can see here, we're trying to keep up. We don't do quite the amount of damage you would hope. The zombies, like, standing on top of each other is kind of nuts. No! Not the cheesy mangler. Bro, stop shooting your stupid attack. Oh, that's so dumb. Like, he shouldn't shoot at me while I'm up there. That would make it way better. We had everything going smooth. Dude's like, yo, I'm here. Alright, stop shooting me from below. Just try to make your way up here. If you can make it, then so be it. He keeps trying to... What is he doing? Bro. Oh, there's more than one. Oh, that's even more annoying. No, get away from me. Gotta make sure I get up here safely. I could throw my energy mine down there. It would be a huge W. And that gets rid of all of them. Look at that. Perfect. So now we have those on backup in case we want to use them. But we are Pack-a-Punch level 2. We have a pretty solid weapon. I have pretty much every perk except Tombstone. If you wanted to, I'm going to mention it. I have a sentry gun I'm going to bring. Might throw it down. I'm not going to make that a priority. But in case you needed a sentry gun and I'm not going over to buy one, you could say I technically came in and used that. Well, the good news is you could purchase one for 2,000 over at the buy. So make sure you go over to a buy, purchase yourself a sentry gun if that's something that you think you should be worried about. But I feel like we should be all right. Worst case scenario, we have our pack 3, we have our legendary tool, which if you haven't learned by now, you can make your way over to one of the triangles at some point during the match. I mean, it takes a little bit of luck to be able to go this late into a match and still have one available, but it is always possible. So we did obviously showcase that. We have our pack 3 crystal. We have our legendary tool. I'm not going to pop them for the simple fact that I think that we could actually possibly be successful without them. But just in case we need at least a pack 3 crystal, we'll have that available to us. But I do want to kind of see how we do here at pack 2 blue. Okay, one thing I'm going to do real quickly here. Oh, look at that. One thing I'm going to do real quickly here is buy some backup plates. As I said, you could buy your sentry gun here. I'm just filling up on plates because I'm going to probably need them the most. And I have the slots in my backpack to do so. But now we can make our way over to the Stormcaller, who should still be hiding in the middle of the storm location over there. I'm going to work my way to the other side of the storm here. But if you remember earlier, I was talking about not wanting to do this if it's in any other zone. The main reason is when you look in the storm, as you can see here, the zombies are automatically upgraded by 1 tier. So within the gas, if you're in tier 1, the zombies will be tier 2. If you're in tier 2, the zombies will be tier 3. If you're in tier 3, they're like Omega tier 3. I don't know how else to explain it. But essentially, that is going to be one of the big hurdles if you choose to do it in a more difficult location, aka one of the higher zones. So this is why you want to choose to do it in the low tier zone. That way you have a little bit more control over the outcome. And it does help, obviously, to have a gas mask because you can then run in. And with this, we also have this guy over here. So we're going to have a pretty decent chance of finding some success here as long as our weapon is strong enough. And if you see here, obviously the zombies coming out of the storm, they kind of lose the buff a little bit. I will say that we do need to get this guy over here. So what I might do in order to bring the zombies is to throw that. It should kind of bring the Stormcaller within range a little bit because they're all going to go for that decoy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start shooting at the Stormcaller. Trying to save up enough to get... You got to watch out for the storm too. And if you're lucky, you can actually stand on the outside of the gas. Just depends on where the Stormcaller goes. I'm building up my energy mine here. In case that guy does the same ability. Because that ability it did was basically just, I'm going to summon all my friends. Alright, I'm going to run in. Alright, our guy's right here. We already broke his ability a little bit. Now, this guy's a tanky dude. The big hurdle is this right here. As we broke his shield, but we didn't break it super fast. Okay. Is he healed? Another thing you got to be careful of, too, when you're fighting the Stormcaller specifically, is in regards to insta-kill. Or not insta-kill, I mean, the, whatchamacallit? The nuke. For some reason, the nuke does some weird stuff. Don't really understand why or how, or if it's supposed to be intentional. The nuke definitely does some weird stuff. Okay, we were able to take on some damage there. And like I said, I do have my gas mask here. We're going to avoid trying to take damage from the gas as much as we can. In worst case scenario, again, we are near that ammo reserve. I could run to the ammo reserve and come back. But whenever you get the nuke, for some reason, the Stormcaller does go back toward the center of the storm and then gets like all of its health back. So it actually does not help you at all. This is another reason I chose a weapon that I chose. Having a weapon that we know we can rely on the ammo reserve is huge. Anytime we get ammo, we're going to get a significant amount. That's one of the big hurdles too, is running out of ammo. I'm trying to hit this crit spot, but dudes keep moving. Our gas mask is going to get low eventually here. Now this is by no means like supposed to be the fastest way to do this. I'm just proving that we can do it. Coming in, and you don't have to be like insanely juiced up. I think it's just one of those things that people find ends up being pretty difficult, but I think in a lot of cases it ends up being harder for people than it should be. That's guess what I should be saying here. All right, I'm going to run across. Hopefully my gas mask doesn't break ahead of time. So luckily I can go like this. Trying to avoid them being more souped up, right? I can throw the decoy. They should all go for it. All right, they're all juiced together. Did this on purpose. Putting gas mask on. All right, Stormcaller did... I don't know if it got some of its health back or not, but... we're looking good here. I'm going to throw that again. Getting the zombies together is huge. And it also keeps the Stormcaller off of you a little bit. I mean, we just want to avoid it getting any of its health back. Boom, just like that. I still have another decoy, which is great. And notice I'm staying moving, too. I'm trying to stay away from the Stormcaller as much as I can. And that's so that I can avoid its abilities. Throw that there. Gonna focus up on homie again. And at this point, I should actually be able to go back out and get another decoy. Now, you're not always going to be this close. I'm taking full advantage of being close to it. But obviously, if you have an ammo depot nearby, depending on the scenario, you can take advantage of it. I'm just trying to get an energy mine. These guys are all tier 2 because I'm in the tier 2 zone. Come over to here a little bit. Oh, nice. Shatter blast. Elemental pop is great for this too. Just because you might get the extra shatter blast attempt there. Full ammo. Max ammo. Whatever. Throw that over there. I mean, this does take us a lot of time. We are having to fight for our lives, but I'm also trying to do it a little bit underpowered. You do not have to be this underpowered. Oh, come on. Storm actually hit me there. Uh-huh. We're almost there. Pack 2 blue. And we have the pack 3 if we really needed it, but I'm trying to avoid it, like I said. Nice. We got our energy mine. Took us a long time to take our thing off there. All right, I'm going to grab this one more time. And we got our decoys once again. Gonna go ahead and throw the sucker down. I mean, realistically, it doesn't get a lot of health back while you're not there, right? All right, all the guys are gonna get together. Like, this dude's still really low. Oh, you picked a really bad time to do that. And we got the Stormcaller. Just like that. We came in and we conquered the Stormcaller. Does it not drop a gold skull anymore? Oh, there it is. Dropped a couple of sentry guns, I think. Gold skull, which we could sell. Sentry guns if you wanted sentry guns. And then that would be your Stormcaller kill if you needed it. Absolute W. We came in with an empty backpack. We actually did this with less items than I figured we would need. I honestly thought we might need Pack-a-Punch level 3. And honestly, if you're being completely fair, you should probably do Pack-a-Punch level 3. Because this is a bit of a time-consuming event. And if it gets healed at any point, it's going to only make it more extended. And it'll also help you with breaking the leeching ability, which will be one of the bigger hurdles that you'll face when taking on the Stormcaller. But it was fun to absolutely come in here with an empty backpack, be able to just gather the items that we need. I could have even used the Casimirs, which could have helped quite a bit. But the one thing you do want to keep in mind, again, is try not to grab a nuke when you are doing this, because in my experience, and I don't know if this is still the case, it causes the Stormcaller to bug out for the most part, goes back to the center of the storm, and gets all of its health back no matter how much progress you've made. The good news is you can leave with some progress or some of the health bar already taken out and be able to still go over to your ammo cache. Like I was lucky enough to have one right next door. You could hit up the ammo cache and then come back and still make progress throughout it. The Stormcaller is one of the toughest challenges to take on this normal map outside of maybe the Red Worm. But if you do things correctly and you set yourself up for success, as long as it's in tier 1, you guys shouldn't have too many issues. When it comes to tier 2, man, is it a tanky adventure, and tier 3 is just on a whole nother level. But I'm absolutely surprised that we were able to do it with so much time left over. But hey, this is our empty backpack to the Stormcaller challenge run, and we made it through it all right. Our chopper is here. It's time to get the heck out of here. I definitely think if you have any upgrade further than what I have here, whether you had a pack 2 with a purple tool or you have pack 3 with a blue tool, you're going to easily be able to find success even faster than I was able to. But this is our empty backpack to the Stormcaller run. That's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all support in today's video, all support in the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!